Hi, my name is Charles Mitchell. Welcome to the Value Show on the Spotlight Edition. We're here at the BLC Business Leadership Conference here at Living Word Christian Center, which you can find in Forest Park, hosted by Dr. Bill Winston himself. And on today, I'm here to interview one of the speakers who basically is, like I said, a global thought thinker. I mean, he is building businesses from hospitals to technological advances, pharmaceuticals, you name it. I mean, literally just pushing through the kingdom of God in every area they needs where poverty no longer exists. Please welcome Bill Walton.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for taking the time out to interview us.
Absolutely.
So I enjoyed your message on tonight.
Yeah,
and
it's my pleasure.
One of the key things that that really stuck out to me was about, I think, the importance of changing your thinking, especially when it comes to just anything in life, but really as a business owner, especially as you're trying to grow and whatnot. Yeah. So in that regards, I want to ask, in regards to changing your thinking, I know through your humble beginnings to now, how do you see yourself as a leader now compared to how you saw yourself then?
Yeah, that's a fantastic question. And it does connect with the topic of how you change your thinking. Mm-hmm. John Maxwell, who of course is probably one of the most profound leadership teachers, talks about how as a leader, every one of us have a leadership size. And he uses an example of a cup. So if my leadership cup, which represents my own mentality, what I think about myself, how much I've developed myself, if it's 50, I'm going to have 50 followers. If it's 100, I'll have 100. So on, if I have 1,000 or 10,000, whatever it is. So the key is growing that leadership cup, which he talks about. Leadership is simply influence. So whether I want to have influence in the business world, I want to have influence in the city, wherever it is that I want to have influence, I have to choose to grow my own thought, my own thinking, my own process, my own leadership skill set, so that I will increase my influence. So when I first started, it was me. My leadership cup was one, and I wasn't doing a very good job of leading myself. So what I had to do is intentionally plug into people who had influence and learn from them, so that then I could learn those qualities. And those qualities are, they're caught in some ways, they're taught in some ways. So it's critical that you intentionally put yourself in an environment where you are hearing from people that have leadership cups much larger than yours, and you learn how to incorporate that into your own life.
I find it's so important. So, and I want to piggyback off what you just said. I know sometimes people may get way into their head about, well, I think I know everything. I'm going to start my own business, but don't really sometimes kind of see the building blocks or the steps and the process of doing that. And sometimes it's like, well, I don't need to get advice, I'm just going to rely on my own instincts. So my question to you is, why do you think it's so important for people who are aspiring or currently business owners to attend conferences such as the BLC that's happening right now?
Yeah, your point's so valid. You know, most businesses fail. Let's just call it what it is. Most of them do not even make it the first year, let alone the first 3 years. And there's a reason why. There's so many people that think, yeah, I got it, I know how to do it. One of the most critical things that we have to understand in life is mentors are like ladders. Okay, it's a simple expression, but it's such truth. I can want to climb on that roof. I can wish to be on top of that roof. I could wish or want, and I could even kind of maybe stack some chairs and try to climb up on it, but I'm going to fall and hurt myself. Or I can simply get a ladder. Mentors are ladders. And mentors, you find, are people who've already been there. The ladder is already that tall. So I can try myself, and I'm going to fall and hurt myself, or I'm going to never get there. Or I can get mentors in my life. And being at conferences like this, where you're hearing from the caliber of people who have been there, they're developing, they've already developed it, it allows you to bring a ladder into your life that will help you. Pride always comes before a fall. Humility is how we excel. So my choice is, do I want to stay arrogant? Think I can just figure it out myself? Good luck. You're going to be in for a fall. Or get to places like this. I've had some of the most pivotal shifts in my life being right here at the Business Leadership Conference. Listening to Dr. Winston, listening to incredible leaders like David Oyedepo, men that they're there. I can either try and reinvent it, or why not just grab a ladder? So that would be my challenge to everyone. Simply, if you want to win, involve yourself in Joseph Business School. Don't try to go figure it out yourself. Involve yourself with that. Involve yourself with these type of conferences, and you're going to end up climbing a lot faster.
So my final question, since it's the value show, we always ask this question: what do you value most, whether as a business leader, owner, or even just in general?
Yeah, I would say just there's so many keys, or so many pieces that I think that I could go to of what I value. But the thing that comes to me, and maybe it's just because of the way I just answered that last question, the pieces that I value are relationships. Like, nobody is a self-made man or a self-made woman. We all would love to, people would love to, yeah, I pulled myself up by my own bootstraps and I just did it and whatever. It's not true. There's no self-made men, there's no self-made women. We all are a byproduct of our environment. Who did we choose to surround ourselves with? So by putting a value on, some people value sports, and so they spend so much of their life and time, they'll know every statistic about every baseball team or basketball team or whatever because they value that information. I've chosen to value people who have succeeded in life, and I have studied them. I have studied Rockefeller. I've studied men like Napoleon Hill, who tracked all of these individuals. I've studied the first female millionaire. I've studied all of these people to learn from them the concepts of success, and ultimately that comes into that relationship, the relationships, whether it's through choosing to learn from them, surrounding myself with men like Dr. Winston and David Oyedepo and men of caliber like this that are influencing the world. If I put that right relationship in, it's going to change the product of my life. They always say, like, you can take the top 5 relationships around you, that's going to be where you're going to end up in life, economically, mentally, all of that. So value relationships that are going to challenge you, that are going to cause you to go up.
So I will say this: we do value you tonight, basically, like I said, dropping wisdom and knowledge, and again, the importance of even just changing your thinking as far as trying to push the kingdom of God, and even just what is God's will. I mean, the theme is "Thy kingdom come, Thy will be done." So I just want to thank you for joining us tonight to interview. I truly appreciate it.
Absolutely.
This is Charles Mitchell from the Value Show, the Spotlight Edition. I want to thank you all for joining us. Have a good one.